Hey there, fellow survivalists. Welcome back to the Prepped Daddy channel, where we make sure you're ready for anything. I'm your host, Prepped Daddy, and today we're continuing week 3 of our survival skills series. This week, it's all about building shelter. Today we're diving into day 4, improvised shelters, using tarps and ponchos. These materials are incredibly versatile and can be lifesavers in survival situations. Let's get into it. 1. Basic lean-to with a tarp. First up, we have the basic lean-to. This is a straightforward shelter you can set up quickly. Tie one end of your tarp to a tree or support and stake the other end to the ground. This provides a decent windbreak and rain cover. Pros: quick to set up, good protection from wind and rain. Cons: limited space. When to use: ideal for moderate weather conditions when you need quick shelter. Difficulty: easy. 2. A-frame shelter with a tarp. Next, we have the A-frame shelter. This structure is more stable and provides better coverage. Tie the middle of the tarp to a rope strung between 2 trees and stake down the sides to form a triangle. This is great for more severe weather. Pros: stable and sturdy. Good coverage from all sides. Cons: takes longer to set up. When to use: best for harsher weather conditions. Difficulty: moderate. 3. Poncho shelter. Your poncho can also be a great emergency shelter. Use it like a small tarp. You can set it up as a lean-to or even as a simple cover if you're caught in a sudden downpour. Pros: lightweight and versatile. Can be worn or used as shelter. Cons: smaller size provides less coverage. When to use: ideal for emergency situations and short-term cover. Difficulty: easy. 4. Tarp tent. A tarp tent is another fantastic option. Fold the tarp in half, tie the edges together to form a triangle, and secure the ends to the ground. This provides good all-around protection and is quite spacious. Pros: spacious and protective. Good for multiple people. Cons: more complex to set up. When to use: best for overnight shelter with more people. Difficulty: moderate. 5. Hammock shelter with a tarp. For those who prefer to stay off the ground, a hammock shelter is a great option. Set up your hammock between 2 trees and use the tarp to cover it, securing it to the trees above. This keeps you off the wet ground and protects you from rain. Pros: off the ground, comfortable and protective. Cons: requires trees or supports. When to use: ideal for wet ground conditions and when you want more comfort. Difficulty: moderate. These are just a few ways you can use tarps and ponchos to create effective shelters in the wild. Always remember to practice setting these up in safe conditions so you're ready when it counts. Now let's get interactive with some asks and tasks for you. Asks: what's your go-to tarp or poncho shelter setup? Share your tips. Have you ever improvised a shelter with a poncho? How did it work out? What's the most creative shelter you've built using a tarp? Let us know. Tasks: practice setting up a basic lean-to with a tarp in your backyard. Try constructing an A-frame shelter and test its stability in different weather conditions. Experiment with a hammock shelter and see how comfortable it can be. Remember to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our survival tips. Leave a comment below with your shelter building experiences or any questions you have. I'm here to help. Until then, stay safe, stay dry, and stay prepped.